Hello everybody, Mr.Yo11 here. Took some time and wrote down a little bit of information because, as you all know, I asked you guys a question, and sure enough, one person put the right answer in the comment section. That guy was Ed from Roll the Wind. He got exactly right what I did in the casino on the weekend that we went to Cherokee. So he did. He got the answer right. If you want to check out some more funny stuff, you can check out the video that he did last night. That was Monday last night. Boy, did he let me have it. Hey, I'm a grown man. I can handle it. It's all fun. I mean, I enjoyed every moment of it. All the comments that were in the comment section, of course, it was a live video. Just excellent. And the put everything into perspective, he actually went on some really good rolls with his Grant special. Shout out to you, Ed. Roll the Wind. You're a good dude. Bring it on, baby. I can handle it. All right, so before I get started on how it all came to pass, I just want to read a little bit of information that was sent to me by a good friend of mine. You guys already know who that is. That's probably Gargoyle. And I took the liberty to write some more information down that I gathered about this $50 bill. All right, so let's start with it. It says, how, when, and why this superstition started is lost in the midst of history, but it's certainly real. Okay, here we go. And it isn't just limited to the gambling community. Many non-gamblers subscribe this belief, though it started with poker players and spread from there. All right. Here's another scenario as well. Partially because they're considered unlucky, not too many $50 bills are in circulation, hence they become more unusual and unfamiliar, making them even more suspicious to the superstition people. Okay? As to how it all started, there are plenty of stories and theories. One holds that when Bugsy Siegel, I know y'all know who Bugsy is. Yeah, old timer. When he was killed, the three $50 bills was the only cash bills that he had in his pocket. Okay? There's one. All right? So they're saying that, you know, that $50 bill, man, if he wouldn't have had them $50 bills on him, maybe luck would have changed. We don't know. All right. There's also a variation. Leslie, are you okay, babe? Yeah. Okay, babe. My wife around there doing something. I got to check on her now. I ain't going to let her hurt herself. Anyway, there's also a variation. Legend has it that when the mob ran the town and took a hit out on somebody, they buried the body with a $50 bill in the jacket pocket of the victim. Okay, so that means that, hey, when you're running with the mob and you're doing bad things, hey, your luck ran out, so you at least die with $50. All right? At one point, the $50 bill, as opposed to the $100 bill, was primarily targeted by counterfeiters. So that means that a lot of people was taking them $50 bills and $100 bills and counterfeiting them. And hence, so that made the gamblers choose to avoid accepting them in case they got caught or stuck with the fake bills. All right, so more than likely people started duplicating the $50 bill and, counterfeiting them and using them, and then they got scrambled up out here. And, of course, if you got a whole bunch of fake money, where you going to go? You're going to go to the casino, try to pop them things off, man, get the real money, trade in the fake money. Long story short, hey, bad deal. There's another old superstition that became apparent to us, is that because President Ulysses S. Grant is on the face of the $50 bill, and he notoriously went bankrupt before his death, the bills are jinxed. Ain't that something? The man on the $50 bill, Grant, before he died, he went bankrupt. So that means that maybe, I don't know how to accept this, guys, but I'm trying to accept it. You know, even though I try to be as positive as I can, there might be something to this. But I do have a fun fact on it. All right? The fun fact is that the $50 bill dates all the way back to 1862. But Grant's face wasn't added on it until 1914. And on a positive note, guys, people tend to avoid using the $50 bill due to them being confused with $5 or $20 bills, and many stores not accepting bills larger than a $20 bill. Okay? So I've read y'all a little bit of history about how that $50 bill could be jinxed. You know, I went through a couple of scenarios showing, you know, hey, maybe, but that's all in how you think about it. All right? Once a man puts this information in his head and he starts believing it, then yes, it becomes a superstition. Okay, so then it becomes a part of being jinxed. Not one time that I read of anything of that $50 bill being put on a craps table caused it to go south. Now, hey, I could be wrong. Maybe I didn't do enough research on it, but it don't say it. It says a whole bunch of other stuff, but it don't say, hey, you put that $50 bill on that craps table and boom. But I get it, guys. I get it. The $50 bill is a different bill that a lot of people, you know, they just feel that way. Okay? So, let's get to the let's get to the night before. All right? We call everybody up. Hey, y'all, you know, boom, send out the group text. I get on the horn with G and everybody, you know, and they're like, okay, yep, we'll meet here. We'll meet at 9 o'clock. You know, let's have a good time. I made reservations for all us to eat, this and that, boom, boom, boom. Long story short, this is Friday. You know, I get my work day in. I call my wife up. I say, okay, baby, I got my, you know, my check or whatever. What do you want to do? How you want me to do it? She said, well, just go by the bank, go by my bank and deposit this. And then, you know, just get what you need, what we're going to take for the weekend. Okay, I'm like, okay, that's cool. So I went to my wife's bank. Not blaming this on my wife. No, I love my wife. It doesn't matter. I'm not blaming it on her. I'm not blaming it on her bank. But I went to her bank and I did exactly what she told me. I deposited what she told me to deposit, and I told them what I needed back because that's what we were taking, and I got the rest of it. And it was 3 different transactions that needed to happen. There was money that was supposed to go in there. There was money for me to have, and there was money to go in the savings. All right, so there's 3 different transactions. So after the 2 transactions was my transaction, and I just said, you know, they shoot it through there, through the thing in the drive-thru, and it comes down the tube. I get the envelope. I put the envelope in my bank bag. Okay, so this is my money that I'm taking to the casino. All right, I trust the bank. We've been banking there for years. Never thought to look in that envelope because why? I mean, I'm not going to spend it until I get to the casino. Kept the envelope in my bank bag. So, you know, had a good night with wife and kids, blah, blah, blah. Get everything ready for the next day, which was Saturday. You know, line up the babysit, you know, the nanny and all that. Get everything situated. Saturday morning comes around. We get up. get the kids situated, get everything at the house situated, dressed, ready, because this is going to be a long day for us. I grab my bank bag. It's got the envelope in it. All right. Grab my bank bag envelope. We get in the vehicle. We take off the Cherokee. We get the Cherokee, meet up with G, Crab and Camper. He was about 10 minutes behind us. Jay and Danielle was already there. Patrick was actually already there on the table. I called up G. He said, yeah, I'm over here at the slot machines over here by the section or whatever. So go over there, meet up with him. They say they were going to open up a table. So I was like, well, we'll just wait until they open up the table. Well, they was going to open up one of the tables, but somebody before broke the glass on it. So they decided to move everything from that table that they were going to open, since the glass was still broke, and move us to a new table that had never been played on. All right, so we all decide, yeah, it's time to get on the table. You know, the dealers come out. We know them all. We're dapping them up. Hey, man, long time no see. Where you been? Whoop-de-whoop. Everybody starts buying in, and I'm just sitting there as normal. So I reach into my little cubby and I pull out the envelope and I grab the cash out of the envelope and I hand it to Matt, the dealer, and he puts it on the table. At the time, as it goes down on the table, it's all $100 bills. All $100 bills on the top. I didn't even think to flip it over or fold through it to see how much. That was my buy-in. It didn't matter. I told him that's what I wanted. I put it out there. Matt took it. When he spread that money out on that table, there was about $800 bills, and the rest of them were 50s. That's how this happened. Had I known that those $50 bills were in that envelope, I probably not would have done that. I didn't know. I'm not saying it's not my fault to check. I should have checked the money. Wasn't really worried about it. Blam. The money spreads out on the table. Jay looks at me like, hey, shit. That's what he says. He's like, shit. Because, there's a flock of damn $50 bills out there. It's filleted. You could fan yourself with it. Good shit. After Jay looks at me, I go silent. My eyes get big. I'm like, uh-oh. I sees up and Gargoyle looks down and he says, who did that? And he looks. He's like, who did that? And I didn't say nothing. Jay turns around and, oh, shit. Like this right here. And he turns around and I'm like, the bank. I said the bank did it. I said, I didn't check the envelope. The bank did it. And it was the truth. That's exactly what happened. It's unfortunate, but we still decided, after they took all that money, I was like, hurry, man, hurry, get rid of, shove them over there so that they could hurry up and shove them down in the damn thing. But it was too late. Gargoyle seen that shit, and as soon as he said who did that, that was the end of the day. After he had said that, I know that everybody that takes the information of the $50 bill being jinxed, everybody that looked at those $50 bills, we all got jinxed. We did. So, is the $50 bills jinxed? We couldn't get nothing going on after they hit that table. There was nothing. Nothing. It don't matter how we tossed them. Which we didn't do the underhand toss, which I told Gargoyle, I said, you should probably try the underhand toss. But, by that time, we're sitting here trying, to see. It went around twice. No traction 2 times. We're not going to give them all our money. But if you guys wanted to know how them $50 bills got on that table, yes, it was a lot of them. that's how they got on that table. So, not saying that I was not in the wrong. I should have checked the envelope. I trusted that they put the right amount of cash in there. They did put the right amount of cash in there, but they did have $50 bills in there. So, yes, I take full responsibility for having $50 bills on the craps table on that day. But as far as the jinxing go, I just think that we all had a bad day with tossing. There were new tables. The dice was as sharp as a double-edged sword. We still had a good time. I mean, we played slots and we still had, good fellowship with each other. You know what, matter of fact, I think when Crap and Camper, this is funny now that I think about it, because I'm looking back. Crap and Camper was the only one that said, "Oh, I'm not gonna play." He was the only one, and he did. He stood right there, and he didn't play. I don't know whether the $50 bill threw him for a loop or whatever. The $50 bills threw him for a loop, but that's what happened. So, other than that, food was great. Concert was excellent. Just the gambling wasn't good. But now that that is done, we will try our hand at it again. We will try our hand at it again in Cherokee just to see if things have changed. Or was that a jinx? Was that a jinx? Did those $50 bills jinx that day? So I'm looking forward to going back just to try it. They got the small tub open now. Got word back on that. A lot of people have been doing really good on it. I've actually got pictures sent to me today from a good buddy of mine, Brian, down there in Florida. I mean, listen, it's changed. Something has changed in there. So I'm going back. Anyway, I will not be taking $50 bills with me. And we're going to see what happens. So you guys stay tuned, because I'm only 20 minutes away from it, and I will test this theory on this $50 bill. Me and Mr.Yo11, we're going to take off, and we're going to go and try it. All right, so, Ed, if you're watching this video, you are the winner. Email me your address or your information at loudlife813@gmail.com to claim your prize. You got a prize. You are the winner of the question. You answered it correctly. So once again, that email is loudlife813@gmail.com. Once you send me that information, then I will send you your reward. You will be very happy. And that's awesome congratulations that you got the answer correct. There was a bunch of good answers in there, guesses that was in there. One of them was really funny. It was